Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I hope everybody is doing really good, inshallah. I'm really sorry that I couldn't keep up with doing these videos more often. I'm just trying my best to do as many as I can. I feel kind of mixed about doing it. I don't know how much of a benefit it is really. It helps me a whole lot, so that's one of the main reasons I want to do it, is just to help myself, inshallah. But whatever you might benefit out of it, please do leave some kind of comments or let me know. And I hope, inshallah wa ta'ala, that this will help some of my sisters who are far away from me and who cannot attend things on a regular basis, inshallah wa ta'ala. I have to do this filming with my iPad. It's kind of awkward and weird, but inshallah, if really things start to work out and you really do appreciate what's going on, inshallah, by Allah, bi'ithnillah, I'll be able to get something more better and inshallah grow slowly. So this is just an exercise for myself, and I hope that it brings some benefit to others. What I want to talk to you about today, inshallah, is from chapter 6 of the Quran. It is called Surah Al-Anam. It is verse 42 and 43. Through my reading of it for this Ramadan, these ayahs, these verses really struck me and leapt out at me. So I just want to share with you, inshallah wa ta'ala. I will start by just reading a little bit from the Quran, and then inshallah we'll go into the discussion of it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد أرسلنا إلى أمم من قبلك فأخذناهم بالبأساء والضراء لعلهم يتضرعون فلولا إذ جاءهم بأسنا تضرعوا ولكن كست قلوبهم وزين لهم الشيطان ما كانوا يعملون. صدق الله العظيم. Okay, mashallah, these are the two ayahs I just read in Arabic, which my Arabic is not that good, and don't criticize me on it and don't blame me, inshallah. I'm working on it. We're all of us a work in progress. We're all of us trying our best to just improve ourselves on a daily basis, inshallah wa ta'ala. Now we'll get into the discussion with the translation. And again, I'm using this translation is known as Ma'rif al-Quran. This is volume 3. And mashallah, I like this translation. I have some others I also use. It's not the only one, but this is the one I've been kind of preferring lately. So verse number 42, and we did send messengers to communities before you and put them to hardships and sufferings so that they may supplicate in humility. And verse 43, why then did they not supplicate in humility when our punishment came upon them? Instead, their hearts were hardened, and Satan, the shaitan, adored for them what they were doing. So the verses above, if seen in the context of the verses that came immediately before them, will show that the particular mode in which shirk, which is the associating of partners with the one Allah, and kufr, which is disbelief, have been refuted, and tawheed, which is belief in the oneness of God alone, is affirmed. First, the disbelievers of Mecca have been asked, if you are hit by a calamity now, for example, the punishment of Allah descends on you right here in this world, or death comes, or the very day of doom breaks loose, then think and answer who it will be that you would call for help to keep this calamity away from you, or who would it be that you will hope to deliver you from this terrible punishment? Do you think these self sculpted idols of stone, or any others from among the creation of Allah that you have given status to, which really belongs to Allah, would come out to help you in your hour of trial? And then would you still address your cry of distress to them? Or would you rather appeal to none but Allah, the One, the All-Powerful? And there can be no better answer from any sensible human being which was given by Allah Ta'ala Himself on behalf of them, that at a time of such mass calamity, even the greatest mushrik, who is the ones who make partners to God, will forget all about his partners and his self-appointed objects of worship, and would call none other but Allah. If so, the outcome is obvious. These idols of yours and the objects of worship whom you have given the status of Allah Ta'ala and whom alone you regard as your problem solvers and granters of wishes, in fact, do not come to help you in your distress, nor could you muster the courage to call them up to help you out. Now then, when would it be that your devotion to them as objects of worship and your role of problems solvers assigned to them by your will start working for you? So here they're just trying to reason with them that the things that you call upon other than Allah, other than the Creator, cannot do anything to help you. Our Allah, the one and only God, needs no helper. He is the only one that can help us in all of our calamities, in any of the problems that we might have. He is the one that we call upon alone. We don't ask of help from anyone else. It's true that, as a human being, if you need help, you have a flat tire on the road, and you will call assistance to come and help you to change that flat tire. But at the same time, when you're in such a calamity that really there is no human beings to help you, then at that time you will only call upon your Maker. You will only know who is your Lord. You will not even be asking for anyone or anything else to help you, because He will be the only one that can help you. What has been said here is a gist of immediately previous verses. Stated here as a matter of supposition is that punishment could befall them within the life of this world as an outcome of their disbelief and disobedience. And again, as a matter of supposition, if the punishment does not visit them in the present life, then the coming of Qiyamah, or the Day of Judgment, is certain after all, when account will be taken from every human being of every deed that they've ever done, and put in effect shall be the law of reward and punishment against these. Qiyamah here could mean the commonly acknowledged Qiyamah, or the Day of Doom. It is also possible that by the particular use of the word as-sa'ah, or the hour, the sense could be that the smaller doom, or al-Qiyamat as-Sughra, which stands activated for every human being immediately after his or her death, as the saying is, for the one who dies, that is his or her Qiyamah, stands as established then, because a preliminary sampling of the ultimate reckoning of the Qiyamah will come before the deceased in his or her qabr, or his burial place, in his grave, and in the state of barzakh, the post-death, the pre-Qiyamah state. And the sampling of the ultimate reward and punishment due there would start showing up right from here. Not too difficult to visualize for those familiar with testers and samples provided on perfume counters in alcoves of major mega stores, which are meant to tell the visitor, that is, what you see is what you get. My dear sisters, what this is trying to tell you is that every death that comes upon any one of us is the end. It is our Qiyamah. It is our day of reckoning. It is the time that we have to really evaluate ourselves. And what this Quran and what this revelation is trying to say is you take time out before that death to take an evaluation of yourself. That you really, really look into your heart and you be honest and sincere and you judge yourself and you decide, will you be obedient and following that Maker and Creator that you will return to? Or are you going to live a life of heedlessness, a life of regrets, and a life of forgetfulness? It's up to us, my dear sisters. I hope, inshallah, that in the next part we'll talk some more about some other aspects of these verses, inshallah wa ta'ala. I'll be right back, inshallah.